Nigel Farage could propel Reform to 15% in the polls in a matter of days, a prominent political expert has claimed. Professor Matthew Goodwin, 40, argued ex-MEP and GB News host Nigel Farage, 57, could take Reform UK to double digits in the polls if he became party leader. If the rebranded Brexit Party were able to reach 15 points in the polls, they could look set to emulate the success of UKIP in the 2015 general election. The Eurosceptic party took over 3.9 million votes in 2015, making them the third most popular party when David Cameron, 55, pulled off his shock majority victory. However, the first-past-the-post system ensured only one UKIP candidate was elected to the House of Commons when Tory defector Douglas Carswell, 50, clung on to the Essex seaside seat of Clacton. Even Mr Farage, who contested the Kent constituency of South Thanet, was unable to land an electoral blow, finishing 2,812 votes behind Conservative candidate and ex-UKIP treasurer Craig McKinley, 55. Mr Goodwin, who has worked on populist politics throughout his career, made the comments in response to a user sharing YouGov's recent opinion poll. YouGov found Labour had opened up a 10-point lead over the Conservative Party. However, they also suggested Reform have failed to capitalise on floundering support for Boris Johnson, 57, amongst voters. The Tories were on just 28% of the vote, which Britain Elects suggest could lead Mr Johnson to lose some 150 seats. But Reform, which is led by 57-year-old Richard Tice, were on just 4% in YouGov's most recent survey. Mr Goodwin wrote, "I suspect most people don't know who they are. Put Farage on top and they will be on 10-15% in a matter of days." Mr Farage hasn't ruled out a return to frontline politics, despite taking up his role as a presenter on GB News. Writing for The Telegraph, the ex-MEP said, "I have been approached by several high-ranking donors asking me if I am considering getting back into the political arena. My gut instinct is not to do so, but I will have to give it some serious thought." Reform have had several electoral outings since they rebranded from the embers of the Brexit Party in January 2021. Initially, Mr Tice's party struggled to make an impact. They obtained just 368 votes in Hartlepool, despite Mr Tice receiving 10,603 votes as the Brexit Party's candidate in the seat in 2019. Reform then made an almost insignificant increase in Chesham and Amersham with 414 votes. However, when Mr Tice contested the Old Bexley and Sidcup by-election in December, he managed to retain Reform's deposit and finish in third place with 1,432 votes. Reform then finished in fourth place with 1,427 votes in North Shropshire.